Welcome into the PHNX Sun Devils show.
That can't be good audio.
I'm sorry. I tried to step back a little bit with it.
Well, I mean, regardless of the because we level this audio, we'll bring it down. It just doesn't sound good.
Yeah. Do you think it's maybe because you're just right next to me?
No, because you didn't really say anything. It was more just like.
That's fair.
Which is okay, guys.
I liked it.
Guys, I'm Anthony Totri. I just say
you
things. This guy right here, Shane Dieffenbach, he also says things. And this guy right here, that's Erik Ruby, and he wears big hats.
That's all I do.
We got DJ Danielle behind the Mac, making all the magic happening today.
DJ Danielle.
Guys, do us a solid. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and wherever you get your podcast, drop a 5-star review, whether that be Spotify, Apple Music, or anywhere under the sun. We got a lot to get into today, boys. So definitely,
we got 2 of the topics in the chat already.
Buckle up and get ready because we are talking all things Arizona State. We do have a snake draft at the tail end of the show. Hopefully, I can redeem myself. We'll see if Eric can get a win streak going, and we'll see if Shane. Yeah, what do we got?
I don't think you have anything.
He does.
I don't think you need redemption.
You can be on his side.
Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate you.
But when the majority is saying that list is terrible and not complimenting anything else, it's bad.
Quality over quantity. That's what I wanted in my votes. I wanted the quality votes. I wanted people that knew what they. That's. I will die on that hill. That's exactly where I am going. But look, we had a pre-recorded show yesterday, so if you missed that, go check it out. At the tail end of this one, we were talking a lot of Jeff Sims in the NCAA video game. So we didn't necessarily get to talk too much about the big news that was going on for ASU, and that is Graham Rossini pretty much locked in to be the next athletic director.
Well, yeah. Yesterday's was pre-recorded. Let's just
get
tell
that
people
out of there.
We're not that clueless of things going on.
Just totally tone deaf.
Yeah. What are you guys talking about? Who's Graham Rossini? There's a lot of stuff came out yesterday while we were playing pickleball.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And one thing I do want to start with is just we put this in the Discord a while back. This was a couple weeks ago that I dropped this in the Discord, just in terms of the news that Graham Rossini was pretty much set to be the athletic director, just waiting on the department to finalize some of its restructuring. That was information that I had gotten from a source with knowledge of the situation. Just putting that out there because I don't want it to seem like we're just running with that information and not crediting 24/7 or Rivals. Obviously, they do great reporting as well, but
April
we had that as well.
2024.
Yeah, we had
the
that.
date on that.
We had that. We discussed it a little bit on the show a few days after that, I believe. But now that it is pretty much, again, a lock set in stone, how do you guys feel about the idea of Graham Rossini, an internal hire that took over 170 days to eventually become the athletic director? Shane, I'll start with you.
He's good. He's our option. He's the option. He's the only option right now because of the person in charge of this school. Look, I think there's a lot to be positive about with him. I think he's very well liked within ASU. He has, in-depth knowledge of a lot of things, and we'll get into a lot of the actual nuts and bolts of what he's going to be able to do. But it does leave a bad taste in my mouth because, we always joke about the innovation, ASU being innovative. It's awesome, cool, funny, haha. But when you get a guy that believes that he needs to be innovative with everything, just do a normal thing as the president of a university the size of Arizona State.
Yeah.
Go do an AD search. Every other school does it. Everybody does that. Go search for somebody. Interview candidates. Instead, you want to be innovative. You want to promote from within. You want to breed the next generation in your university. And while, again, that might not be the wrong thing, depending on who you ask, I'm sick of the avant-garde way of thinking. I'm so tired of it. It's kind of the same thing I was saying with when Ray was still in power at ASU. Like, I just want normalcy, man. I don't want all this stuff floating around all the time. Like, just give me normalcy. And again, and that's why I'm saying this first. Like, there's nothing to do with him as a candidate.
Yeah.
Like, it's the why. Why didn't they go look other places? And I mean, if you look into it, you can kind of assume why, but it is just a little unfortunate. So that's where I'm at right now. In about a month, when I've kind of gotten over it, I'll be excited. But for now, you know what? Here's the bottom line: ASU, not officially, but soon has an athletic director. So there you go. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a couple different ways that you could break it down and you could look at it. I think at the end of the day, when you take this long to make this search, it's going to be hard to make a hire that pleases everybody, no matter who it is. And I think it's especially even harder to do that when it ends up being an internal candidate, because it's like,
impossible to do that.
What exactly did take that long, right? Because you can argue, and obviously, like, at the end of the day, at its core, it is speculation that, all these programs suffered because of it. But it's like pretty much a fact. Like, your program suffered because you did not have a bona fide athletic director, somebody leading the ship and like taking on that role.
Yeah.
Right? I think that Graham Rossini, for everything that's been described about him from people who have worked with him, for his like ideas about NIL and the future of college athletics and what you need to do, he checks all the boxes, right?
Yeah.
And if 2 weeks after the AD search started, it was Graham Rossini, I feel like we'd be having a different conversation here. But then the fact comes out, hey, there probably wasn't any AD search at all, like a legitimate outside candidate search. And even if you are going to hire internally, you're doing yourself and your school and your athletic department a disservice to not at least hear people out. And on top of all of that, you are just going to have a very bad look handling it the way that you handled it. Mm-hmm. And so I know that it's hard to separate the two. And I feel like each of you have stated it, like, yes, separately, Graham Rossini in a vacuum, and then how this search and everything was handled in a vacuum. But unfortunately, they're all muddled in together. Yeah. They're all mixed in together. And that is just, it's unfortunate for him, because now he has to start off with not on the right foot with a lot of people because of how it happened. But at the end of the day, I haven't heard or seen or read anything that would have me concerned about him. Just how you get there is the concerning part.
No, there's the only concern, I mean, this is a concern, is the lack of experience. There's no experience being an athletic director. So that's the concern. And I think a lot of ASU fans, almost all ASU fans that I've seen, kind of share the same sentiment. It's like, aside from, this has nothing to do with him, but I'm unhappy because what I just stated.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's valid.
Yeah, 100%. And we'll see where this whole thing goes. But I think a lot of the ASU fan base not only is feeling that, but they're also feeling a sense of relief. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna support him. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't. There's no reason why I shouldn't. I'm gonna support him, and that's the right attitude to have. Because what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I do want to get into that a little bit, because I think there is a little bit of a disagreement. There's people skeptical, obviously, because he doesn't necessarily have the experience of being an athletic director at this level. I think everything that I've heard, read, seen, discussed with people, they love Graham Rossini as a person, kind of like you guys are saying. There's no issue with him. No. And I think in due time, like, he would have gotten to this point without necessarily having to be a quote unquote yes man for Michael Crow. And I think that is a little bit of a concerning thing that you know, I think the fan base probably has a little bit of that as well, simply because, you know, it's not a traditional hire. And it did take an extensive amount of time to hire from within. So you do have those questions as to, okay, why did he get this job as early as he did? What's it going to cost ASU? There's a lot of people that think they're going to potentially get Graham Rossini on a little bit of a cheaper contract simply because he hasn't been an athletic director before. And then kind of bringing up what you said, Shane, like, not having a traditional search for an athletic director now has led you to this. And again, that's nothing on Graham Rossini, more on Michael Crow and the decision-making process of this whole thing. Like, is Graham Rossini going to be a mouthpiece for Michael Crow? I think that is something that you just kind of have to see in due time. Like, is this where it goes? Is this Ray Anderson 2.0? Is it a different direction for Arizona State and Michael Crow? I think a lot of people, myself included, want to believe that Graham Rossini is the right candidate because of his age, his youth, and
his love for ASU.
His love for ASU, being somebody that went to Arizona State. I think that says, a lot about him as a Sun Devil and what he can bring to Arizona State athletics. But you bring up a really valid point, Shane. I think you can disagree with, who's above Graham Rossini. You could disagree with the way that this hire kind of happened and, how it's gone about. And again, it's not official yet, but I think we're all on the same team here, right? Like you should be. So if Graham Rossini has success, Arizona State athletics is in a better spot than it is today.
Arizona State's in a better spot than it was 100 however many days ago, because it has somebody that is lining up to be their next athletic director.
Yeah,
like that's
but
no
you should want Graham Rossini to succeed.
Of course, that would be cynical and bizarre. The only way you don't wish your athletic director to succeed, or your athletic program to succeed, is if you hate your athletic director that much, and there's no reason to hate Graham Rossini.
No.
There's absolutely no reason to hate Graham Rossini. And yeah, going to what you said, Totri, like there is some concern about my concern with this hire, unofficial or official, comes from the idea that he doesn't have a ton of experience, and not just because of the controlling an athletic program, but experience to be able to do things his own way yet.
Yeah, and
that's what a lot of people kind of feel, I would assume, with Crow over him, because Crow handpicked him. And again, you're never going to know how these things play out. You're never going to know how the conversations. You're never going to know who actually made the decision. You just got to hope for wins.
Well, and I think that I take a little bit of a different approach when it comes to people hiring without a ton of experience, because at the end of the day, you have to get your experience somewhere.
Yeah.
And with the current landscape of college football and how it's, or not just college football, but college athletics in general, and NIL, and how much everything has changed over the last couple of years, there might be people who've been in AD for a decade who are not equipped to do the job right now.
Yeah.
Right? And I think it's completely valid to say, what about above him, right? Would somebody who comes in for the first time, internal hire here, feel free enough to speak their own voice and to change what they think is wrong in a program and in a department? And I think that that's completely valid. But at the end of the day, I'm a big believer in betting on people over experience, because I've met people who are I haven't done this before, but I'm going to try to do this. And they approach it the right way. And you believe in how they do it. And they end up doing a great job. Yeah. And I do think that there is a not too out there reality where Graham Rossini is one of those guys where, hey, I have not been an athletic director before. I have not held this position in an athletic department. But I can imagine that as he's been working within ASU, he's seen all the things that have gone wrong. He's seen where they failed. And I hope during his interview and where he comes up, he says, this is what I would change because I intimately know everything that went wrong. And does he have the power to change it? And is that the way that he views it? We don't know that.
Yeah.
But I think it's safe to assume that there's a possibility that that's what's going through his head, and that he would be equipped to come in, maybe more than an outside hire who's been an AD before, and fix the problems specific to Arizona State University. But again, we just don't know until he can actually officially get in there and speak and start working on things and see what changes he makes. But from everything you can tell, he has the right idea on what to do and how to attack the future. It's just, can he do it?
That's not the question for me. It's not if you were to bring somebody in here that's I'm not great at Photoshop yet, but I'm going to try, and they have great work ethic, we're going to bet on them. Sure. They end up working out, but it doesn't matter if they have great drive, great work ethic, great ideas, if Saul doesn't let them use the computer.
Yeah.
If Saul doesn't let him try, that's the concern.
100%.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely fair.
And again, I don't know what's actually happening. Yeah. I don't know the ins and outs of how this is going to work. I don't know the hierarchy, and I'm going to be optimistic that I think Rossini is going to be able to be that guy for an extended period of time.
It's a valid concern. It's 100% a valid concern. That has nothing to do with him.
Yeah, no, you got no issue with the car. You just got a problem with who's driving it, right? And you want to make sure that it isn't Michael Crow. It is a guy like Graham Rossini, if he is going to be the athletic director of this whole thing. And Erik, you bring up a really good point. maybe not necessarily, something that was thought about right away in terms of this hire, but it's certainly a positive, I think, of Graham Rossini potentially getting this job is the fact that he was here for a time while Ray was here. He saw where Ray Anderson fell short and what he did, the processes, what succeeded, what didn't, etc. And you almost have that in your back pocket to be like, hey, I saw what worked. I saw what didn't. Let's try it this way. And he is younger. He's got different ideas. I've heard some of the ideas already that they're going to try and implement that we will eventually discuss on this show that are pretty good. They're unique ideas. And I think that is, probably something that stood out to Michael Crow. We know his love for innovation. Kind of like you said, Shane, though, I think when it comes to a situation like this, like it is a little different. I think ASU fans have been, scolded and burned in the past by Michael Crow's decisions, by Ray Anderson's decisions, and they don't want a repeat of that. And I think that is why there was such a craving and a desire for an outside hire, for an external search, because you didn't want somebody who was there when the house caught fire initially.
Yeah, 100%. But here's, if obviously a lot of this, it is speculation. What can he do? What will he be allowed to do? What the power dynamic's going to be like? You can also think of it in this way. Maybe Michael Crow is more willing to listen to somebody who's been here and somebody who he already has an established relationship with, somebody that he obviously likes if he does become the new athletic director. Sure, there could be negative connotations, whether it comes to, hey, we're going to get you for a cheaper price because you have no experience. Hey, you're already here, so I feel like maybe I can put my desire and my wills on you and you'll just carry it out. But also, hey, I like you. I've had a relationship with you. I trust you. I've heard your voice and I've heard your opinions on this. And maybe that leads to you have a little bit more reign than if you bring somebody else in, and somebody who Michael Crow doesn't have a relationship with, isn't intimately familiar with ASU, comes in and says, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Yeah. You might find some pushback to that.
I love your optimism, but that's
it's a way to look at it. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen.
But no, what's funny is that's my thinking reversed, though. Like, the reason why I'm most concerned is because they have a relationship. Because because he's close to Crow, because of how much he has listened to Crow in the past, and the reason that Crow likes him.
That's fair.
That's why I'm concerned.
Yeah. But again, it's a slippery slope either way.
It is yet to be seen, and I would love to be proven wrong about this. And I think that, again, I think the person is not the problem with it. The problem is not the person with this hire. It's the way we got here.
Yeah.
And again, I hope I'm proven wrong, and I hope Crow proves me wrong personally.
Please.
Yeah. Every ASU fan would love
Tony
that.
says it right. At least you have an AD.
There you go.
Thanks, Tony.
We got Clay in the chat,
officially.
Short Bus, Sharon, Reza, Steven. We got a ton of people in the chat, guys. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already.
Sharon says, I just want someone who cares passionately about making ASU sports better, who can focus on fundraising, and who is competent at managing an athletic department. Also, somebody who can help talk Crow into decisions that are good for ASU athletics or out of decisions that are bad ideas. And yeah, that's the Ruby way of thinking. And I would love if
Ruby way.
We'll take it. I would love if that's true. And I'm not saying that's the wrong way. It's definitely the right way to think about things. The pessimist in me, which only comes out when I'm talking about the athletic department, because most of the time I'm like, yeah, this 3-9 football team's going to bowl game. What do you mean? But
it really is the only time that he is pessimistic.
The pessimist in me is thinking the way that I presented before. Yeah. When I think the way you're looking at it is there's no really right way.
It's the optimistic
it's an
way.
opinion, but it's not even the optimistic way. It's a good way to look at it. He hired a guy close to him. And let's hope that trust can, equate to success.
Yeah.
Rather than that trust equating to the opposite of trust from the fan base.
You need the trust to go both ways. Yeah. You don't need just Graham Rossini to trust Michael Crow. You need Michael Crow to legitimately trust Graham Rossini in his decision making to be the athletic director at Arizona State. Reza in the chat also agreeing with the Ruby way, saying, I do agree with Ruby on that. It is a lot easier to approach your boss who promoted you than be an outsider approaching someone you haven't known long. I do think Crow will listen to him.
Yeah, and the last thing I say on this, and the reason why I've been saying this, why was he promoted? That's my way of thinking.
I mean, this is. I mean, I feel like we've
Dilly
said
stop being so pessimistic, Shane. Okay, I'm sorry.
Are you apologizing
I'm
to short
sorry,
bus or Dilly?
I'm sorry, Coach Dillingham.
There you go. There you go.
I'll run my sprints and do my burpees in a little bit.
Michael Crow, you're more than welcome to hop on the show at any
Please.
point and discuss the
He's
decision
one of the
making.
31 people.
You know,
watching.
I imagine he is. Just know you always have an open invitation if you would like to come on this show, even if it's just for a snake draft or two. We may throw in some
Michael Crow drafting sweet treats.
No. Michael Crow drafting athletic directors. I think that would be, or maybe streaming services. Do you think that would maybe be a good one? Look, we mentioned at the top of the show that yesterday, that would be Wednesday show, was a pre-record because we were at Chicken and Pickle.
Don't worry, I still wore my Wolf shirt for Wolf Shirt Wednesday because I wasn't allowed to wear it yesterday. I was allowed to. I just forgot.
We told him he wasn't allowed.
It was my first time actually going to Chicken and Pickle, and I was absolutely amazed at it's a facility.
It's truly incredible. We had a Suns watch party out there for game 1 of the first round, and I had no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're doing a live show at a pickleball and chicken restaurant.
It's not just like
it's a compound.
Yeah, it is.
It's a legit setup, and I had never played pickleball before. And me and Shane, we teamed up, and we might have 11-0'd somebody.
Elite athletes over
Won't
here.
say who.
We might have-
Gerald Bourget.
We might have 11-0'd somebody we probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, definitely. We might lose our jobs. But anyway.
I don't want to hear you guys talk because I was paired with Saul, which is an experience. Because he is we are both very competitive.
Saul might have tore his
So
meniscus.
it was interesting. It was a good time.
Yeah. Your teammate hurt himself.
Yeah.
Give it all for the love of the game.
Honestly, maybe permanently.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
It was an event.
Did any of you have the food yesterday?
I didn't, but I've heard amazing things about it.
Incredible food. I didn't have it yesterday, but I had it on our watch party, and we had all this food out on the table. We were kind of sharing it, and we all looked around and we're like, yo, this is really good. It truly impressed me, Chicken and Pickle.
And it's not just pickleball.
No.
It's they have a full stop-shop. One-stop shop bar. They got an upstairs. They got a bunch of courts. They got cornhole. Me and Jesse were playing ping pong.
Yeah.
Did you see the giant battleship?
I did see that. They do have a giant battleship out there.
Love giant battleship. If there's a zombie apocalypse, I know where I'm going.
Oh yeah, Chicken and Pickle is definitely the place to be. Guys, head to Chicken and Pickle, chickenpickle.com to see all the fun you can have at their Glendale location. Highly, highly recommend. Everybody go check it out.
Yeah, it truly is fantastic. I love my experience there. And I always love my experience with our friends over at Desert Financial Credit Union. Now, maybe you're not going there to play pickleball or eat some delicious chicken, but you are going to go there to make sure you save money so that you can go out there, play pickleball, and eat some delicious chicken. And for more than 84 years, Desert Financial has been Arizona's largest, most trusted local credit union, dedicated to creating exceptional experiences by giving back to the community and giving them financial solutions that make their lives better. I can personally attest to this from way before I started working here. I've only used Desert Financial Credit Union, but something I missed out on that you don't have to miss out on is free $200. Because right now, if you open up a checking account online, you get $200, whoop, right in your account, right there. And just to sweeten the pot for you ASU fans, you can choose one of 3 different Visa debit cards with ASU insignia on it. Really fun way to show your pride, whether you're out on Mill or some like Sharon down in Tucson trying to represent her Sun Devil pride. You can do that with Desert Financial Credit Union. So go to desertfinancial.com/ASU to get started, get your $200 and your ASU designed Visa debit card.
Reza, that would be elite. He goes, maybe this is the Erik Ruby way. Then got high and got really excited again, and then started even Rubying harder.
The Ruby way.
Maybe they dragged out the hiring process on so long until they figured out funding for a new hoops arena or tailgating plans, and wanted
that is the Ruby way.
Or announce it shortly after the hire to create a bang.
Love that.
That would be
pure
great.
Optimism.
Could you imagine? Oh man,
I feel like there's legs to that. I feel like there's legs to the Ruby way.
I hope. Listen, let's manifest. Let's manifest it.
That
to what he's saying, to what Reza's saying, there might be, or just the Ruby way of thinking in general. It's like the yellow brick road,
No.
No?
What do you mean by that?
The Ruby way, it's an actual path.
What do you mean
it's
the
not
yellow
just
brick
a way
road?
of thinking. What do you mean? What do I mean? The yellow brick road.
Is anybody following here?
You guys know what the yellow brick road
Yeah,
is?
I am aware.
But how does
you're
that
talking about
correlate?
it's a path to a
Yeah,
destination.
it's just a path to a destination. It's a real thing. It's not just a way of thinking.
Okay,
it's a path.
Hey,
like
so the movie wasn't real. The yellow brick road is not real.
Okay, so your optimism is fake bullshit. Is what I'm hearing.
So
am I
Eric,
So are you
spoilers.
saying it's like a road, like Erik Way and PHNX Street?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the intersection is
There you go.
Ruby Way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
We'll take it.
If the intersection is Ruby Way,
intersection.
Where's Erik Way?
Maybe it's like
the opposite direction.
That's still the same street.
I don't know, dude. Like
it's a two-way street.
Whatever, dude.
the synchronized afterwards.
Hashtag save the city. Am I right?
Save the city.
My
Woo-hoo!
gosh. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Rylon Dillard-Allen, you are still being recruited at this point.
I was like, where are you going to go?
We talked about it.
Yeah,
I think
did.
this was on Tuesday's show.
Yeah.
Rylon Dillard-Allen had tweeted that he was set for an official visit to Texas A&M.
I have a theory.
Oh, God.
Do it.
And this is just
We're headed down Dieffenbach Street.
Dieffenbach Street.
The streetlights are broken. It's scary down there.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Yeah. This is no way inside information, and I want to make that so clear. Like this is how I'm perceiving the situation, and it's probably not true. I think that this guy put this tweet out, and Kenny was like, "Hey, buddy, are you coming here or not? And if you're gonna go on that visit, you should go do what's best for you."
Mm-hmm.
And the scholarship was gone.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to go on this visit. That's how I think this thing played.
I don't think that's too far.
I don't know if that's rooted in truth. I don't like it's just that is just how I'm perceiving this.
No, I agree with you. I think
makes sense.
that says that would fit the model in Kenny Dillingham's mantra of just kind of how they want to approach.
They want guys that want to be here.
Exactly. They want Sun Devils. And it sucks, right? This was a top 10, I believe, recruit in the state of Arizona. Doesn't mean that at some point he won't be an Arizona State Sun Devil. Doesn't mean that he won't still commit to be an Arizona State Sun Devil. But as it stands right now, he reopened his commitment in terms of where that puts ASU in the rankings. For 24/7 Sports, it still has ASU. They moved back one spot, so they're number 14 nationally. And still number 1 in the Big 12. More commits in the class of 2025. Definitely still on the way.
It's from a position that you didn't desperately need, though.
No, we talked about it.
There was especially in that class.
They had like 4 safeties already.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
and Alford is here for next year. Also.
I believe Alford still has another, which is wild.
Yeah,
wild to think about.
And one or two of the freshman corners from last year and the actual freshman corners this year.
Montana
could move to safety. Montana being the most obvious one.
And I think that's like with me, it does make somewhat sense for me for somebody in Dillard-Allen's position to say, I maybe would like to go elsewhere. I just think it's tough to like verbally commit and then so soon. Like, and it is what it is. That's just part of the game.
It doesn't make sense to me.
And if we're talking about the timeline, kind of that Shane you're putting out there, like May 14th, he puts the going on an official visit, and then the next day he says, after talking to Kenny Dillingham, we have decided it's best.
Yeah, we've got those tweets. Let's go ahead and throw them up if you haven't seen them already.
Yeah, to reopen my recruitment. It's always been my dream to play at ASU and be the local guy, but I want to go experience something in college and outside the state. And then nothing but respect for the coaching staff, but we have both decided this is the best situation for Arizona State and myself. I think that makes sense because it's very clear that it doesn't matter to Kenny as much, hey, just how good are you, right? How high is your prospect ranking, anything like that. It's, do you truly want to be here? And if you don't, then have a good one. And even since then, Dillard-Allen's posted a video about Washington and the Go Huskies. And so it makes sense to me what you're saying, even though we can't say it's true.
Yeah.
It would make sense for somebody like Kenny and everything he said to take that stance.
And I'm not saying he's like ripping his scholarship out of spite. Like Kenny wants the best for people.
He's probably patting him on his back and said, if that's what you want,
but he wasn't joking.
But that's not what we want. Yeah.
Like he genuinely wants the best for these student athletes. And if Dillard-Allen wants to experience college outside of the state of Arizona, do it for sure. Like Kenny will, he's your letter of rec for like he will say this is why we recruited him. Like it's
sometimes you do have to go experience some of that other shit out there, right? There's 49 other states.
It makes sense.
Yeah, sometimes you got to go to South Bend and
sometimes you got to do it, you know.
and
but
then
you always
transfer back to ASU.
You always come home to hashtag save the city. It's what we do.
Sometimes you're.
I mean, that's what somebody's saying is he might go get the bag for 2 years and then
hey,
welcome on back.
He'll be bigger. He'll be stronger. He'll have experience, and ASU will be in a perfect spot to grab it.
He'll be Batman. He'll have money.
He'll truly be Batman. Yeah. No, that'll be awesome. No, I think what this
Can you imagine hearing "I'm Batman" in the C gap?
That'd be crazy.
Whoa,
That would be great. I'd be
where's
like,
that coming from?
I'm calling timeout. If I'm a tackle, we're coach. This guy's fucking crazy. He's
Coach,
barking at me.
Batman's over there. Hey, coach, real quick, the Batman's right there.
All he's doing is he's lining up head down. Save the city.
Yeah.
Save the city.
Where's Rachel?
That would be wild. Look, I think, again, in terms of this commitment, Rylon Dillard-Allen, I'm not going to miss having to say his name, damn it.
I think it's a good name.
It is a tongue twister.
But him opening up his recruitment again, it's at a perfect position, right? You've got multiple recruits in that class of 2025 already. And I think this should give ASU fans more confidence in the recruits that they already have for the class of 2025 and beyond. Of like, if these guys were going to commit to Arizona State and still, have their options open, then Kenny is the type of coach to say, hey, by all means, go experience it, go check it out. But we want guys that when they say they're going to be Arizona State Sun Devils, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. They're going to be in Tempe. Yeah. And again, not to say that wasn't what Rylon was going to do, but saying that you're going to go on a visit immediately kind of throws up the red flag of, hey, maybe you're not 100% bought into what we've got here.
Yeah. And the conversation might not have been like, hey, man, like, if you don't want to be here, whatever. It was probably more of a check-in, like, you having second thoughts? Because I can help point you in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It wouldn't shock me if that's what Kenny did.
And I don't think in any case ever Kenny's going to approach somebody with, like, malcontent. No. Right? Because I think he does understand, like,
that'd be really scary.
Dude,
Kenny?
That's like when, like, the super happy person, like, says something really mean. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
But yeah, they do just snap.
I feel like if anything, he's just going to be like, you know what, like, it is what it is, but if you're not fitting into what we're building here, like, I'm going to make sure everybody around here is in the mold that I want. And it also sends a message to other recruits and other in-state guys. Like, don't just say you're going to come here because you say you want to come here in the moment. Like, want to be here.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to, that's fine. Have a great life for a couple years, and I'll see you when you want to come back.
Imagine getting a call from Kenny. He's just like, "Oh, you're not coming here? Have a great life."
That would be kind of funny. So it is kind of crappy though to lose a highly ranked in-state guy, but it's certainly not the last one that's going to be on the list of in-state guys that Kenny's going to get. So I'm not worried.
And again, it's not like. I know we talk a lot about rankings and commits, but you can get a guy that's nowhere near the top 10 in the state of here, California, Florida, wherever, and they could turn into a superstar.
You know who had 0 stars and is now a stud?
At ASU?
He's going to be at ASU this year. BJ Freeman.
JJB.
Hi, JJ.
I got you, buddy.
We also got Rhonda in the chat.
What's up?
We haven't had Rhonda in here in a minute.
Rhonda, are we going to have a beer together when we're in Lawrence, Kansas for the Big 12 tournament?
Oh, my goodness. We need Rhonda to come to Big 12 Media Day. Yeah. Or just be in Vegas during that time. I'm so looking forward to that. I'm so looking forward to Big 12
My
Media
residency in Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there for like a week straight.
Are you going to be okay?
Yes.
You sure?
I'll be fine.
James like, yeah, no, I'm not complaining right now.
I was in Vegas for 9 days straight over the Super Bowl span, and my throat was like toasted from all of the cigarette smoke in the hotels.
Okay. Glad you, yeah. That's tough. ASU versus GCU.
So annoying.
That's a great transition. Hey,
Lopes and Sun Devils. Lopes and Sun Devils, guys.
What? Am I high, or was this already kind of reported?
I don't know. I didn't see this.
I knew this was happening.
So maybe
I'm clairvoyant.
Yeah, you can just see beyond the void.
Duke Brennan at Footprint.
Oh my gosh.
Duke Brennan at Footprint.
So we got this tweet. This came out today. John Rothstein tweeting, Arizona State and Grand Canyon will meet next season at Footprint Center in Phoenix, according to multiple sources. Guys, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I am so ready to put Lil Bro back in his place.
Dude, Jaden Quaintance is going to make Duke Brennan cry.
Jaden Quaintance is going to make Duke Brennan, not Duke.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Duke.
No.
Yep.
Poor Duke.
Yep.
Was a friend of the program. Now he's a foe.
He's an enemy.
He's a foe of the program.
Yeah.
What do you think, Eric?
I think it's good.
You're sporting GCU colors today.
Yeah, well, it's not good.
Bryce Drew's still the coach, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryce Drew's going to be like, guys, get back on defense. This team is so good. That's what he's gonna say on the court.
Is he gonna do it like that?
Yeah, what the crap? Whoa, what time's the game?
What the crap?
What time's the game? If the game
hasn't
is
been
past
recorded yet.
8:30, then
Who is ASU or GCU?
It's past their bedtime.
It is past their bedtime.
well, they won't be able to get back into their dorms.
I think this is good for both.
It's never gonna get old, guys.
No, it's never.
Your university's stealing money. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
What's
there.
worse, stealing money or losing money like Arizona?
Stealing.
Ooh, do you
Stealing?
think maybe GCU stole the money from Arizona?
That'd be funny as
You
shit.
amazed, like, where did our $200 million go? GCU's like,
GCU's just
here's
like,
the money. Here, our sporting program has suddenly gotten a lot better. Huh.
Oh my gosh.
Huh.
That's incredible. No, I think, look, GCU fans like to talk a lot of shit about how if they played ASU consistently, whatever, that their basketball program is on the up and up, that they've got better facilities of basketball, that they've got better players, that they've got better coaches. In the history of ASU and GCU has won 0 times.
Yep.
They have
Only
lost.
one of those things is true, by the way. They do have better facilities than ASU.
They are 0-3. 0-3 against Arizona State all time. Played in 2021, ASU won.
Yeah.
Played in 2020, ASU won. Played in, I believe, 1980 or 19 around that time,
We all remember
ASU
that
won. And they're going to play in 2024, in 2025, and ASU is going to win that time. I don't feel crazy about saying that. I don't think GCU stands a chance.
GCU had an awesome run this year, and they were a better basketball team than ASU was last year. Last year, if they played, I'd be like, I'm a little worried.
Ruh-roh raggy.
I'm pretty confident that this ASU team will win at Footprint. What are the details? Is this a tournament or is this just a one-off?
I don't know. I have no idea. Though, I mean, that the details were just what Rossini tweeted. It sounds like you're going to get an official announcement about it from Arizona State or GCU, I imagine, at some point here in the next few days or weeks. Usually when Rossini tweets something like this, you do get that official announcement pretty shortly after that. But I think I'm interested to see more so.
Isn't he supposed to be sleeping?
Rothstein?
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
He can't
Maybe he
sleep for
tweeted this.
24 hours.
He tweeted this.
No,
He
from-
wakes up,
He
tweets-
sleeps for a whole month. Come on, guys.
He tweeted this from.
bit.
No, I got you.
In May.
I got
We
you.
sleep in May.
I'm interested to see what the fan turnout from the ASU perspective is with this whole thing.
Well, the GCU turnout's going to be bigger.
Yeah.
It always is.
Yeah.
They love their hoops, and they have a great fan base.
I don't know if it will be if ASU up to that game
It's playing
Yeah, it
well.
depends where
is
the
playing
game-
really well.
Yeah,
Depends
I
when
think
the
there's
game
definitely
is.
part of that's
Depends
part
when the
of
game
it.
is.
Yeah.
ASU fans are fair weather for the most part.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Until these programs can show them that they shouldn't be. Yeah, I think that fan turnout, if that game happened tomorrow, to GCU fans.
Oh
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, if this team is having a Bobby run,
Bobby run.
and they're
Bobby's running down Ruby Way.
11 they're 11-0 and they are like a top 25 team, then yeah, there's going to be a lot of fans.
Dude, if this team's a top 25 team, watch out because I'm going to be relentless. It's only happened once since we've been on this, since I've been at PHNX.
It happened?
Yeah, they were in the AP top 25 for one game. And then do you remember what transpired after that?
Was that the game that got killed by
Is that San Francisco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the San Francisco
USF.
game where they lost
Dude,
by what?
oh
They
my,
lost
that
by
was
40.
so disgusting, dude.
It's like, we're in the top 25!
And then San Francisco said, "Fuck you."
Yeah, you're like,
That game built
not
character,
really.
though.
Yeah, it did. That was the Zane Meeks game.
Well, Zane Meeks didn't really have that great of a game. I looked back at the stats. I was like, did he? No.
No, but that was the game that Zane Meeks entered our lives in a way.
No.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Well,
John
maybe
Dry. I am a Texas Tech fan, although I lived in a temperature and went to ASU games. I hope y'all get better at sports. Oh,
Thanks. Me too.
guns up and forks up.
Yeah, I hope we get better at sports too. I really do. I think that would be awesome. What do you
Yeah,
say, Eric?
I'd say that'd be pretty great.
Yeah.
Lived in a temperature. I'm still trying to figure that out.
I would assume it's a Tempe autocorrect.
Yeah, that makes
You
sense.
think?
There,
There
it
it
is.
is. Wow. Wow.
On the
Danielle
nose.
nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. The same way that Circle K.
Tempe is just short for temperature.
I'm going to start calling it that. I'm going to start. Temperature Arizona goes crazy. But yeah, guys, Circle K, they hit the nail on the head every single day with new deals, new sweet treats, new drinks, and Inner Circle.
Dude, their meat sticks, these
They
things,
go crazy.
Holy smokes.
crazy.
The case the casing on the meat
Do
sticks.
you want to try something here? Are you willing to play a little game?
Does it involve eating a meat stick?
It does.
I already had one today.
Eric?
I'll eat a meat stick.
Okay, can you eat a meat stick before I finish this ad
Oh,
read?
dude, you're gonna give me a tummy ache.
You're
No,
gonna
I'm
make
not going to give you a tummy ache.
Throat the meat stick?
Oh, he doesn't have to throw
Dude,
the meat
look how
stick.
big this- look how big this
I'll
thing
wait till
is.
you open it, and then
Look how
I'll
big
start.
this thing is,
I'll
dude.
wait till you open it, and when you put meat stick to lips, then I will start reading the ad. That sound fair for
I
everybody?
need to stop getting myself
you know
in these
what?
fucking
It's fair
predicaments.
for
dude.
everybody here. It's not fair for the audience.
It is what it is at this point, guys. I'm doing
at
this
this
for my
monster.
entertainment.
I mean-
You're also an animal for. I've never seen somebody tear a meat stick out of
I
the
gotta go
wrapper
fast.
entirely.
I gotta go fast.
Okay.
I don't put my hands on the meat stick. I keep the meat stick
you
in the
let me
wrap.
know.
Clean hands.
You let me know when you're ready.
Ready,
Alright.
set, Ruby.
Okay, guys. Inner Circle, it's Circle K's new free membership program
What am I doing?
that's going to help you guys save 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups. And if that's not enough, they're going to help you save money every single day after that. Save 3 cents per gallon every day after those first 5 fill-ups. They've always got great deals on snacks, on drinks.
What kind of snacks?
On gas. Well, they've got pizza, they got ice cold fountain drinks, they got coffee, they got sweet treats.
Join the inner circle.
Join Inner Circle, guys. Enjoy your member exclusive beverage deal. Inner Circle members like you can get any size Polar Pop or Froster for just 69 cents.
Terms and conditions apply. Participating locations visit Circle K.
Join Inner Circle for free by downloading that Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply. Participating locations visit CircleK.com for details.
I'm still chewing.
Oh, it's okay.
That's fine.
You can try tomorrow.
Rhonda says, "Can you all keep PG, please, and thank you."
Yeah, that's fair. That's right.
What were we doing? What was not PG
Meat
about
stick?
that?
Maybe the meat stick.
Oh,
I don't know.
I didn't even get that innuendo.
No, we were just talking about Circle K snacks.
All right. I usually like to enjoy
hey,
my
Eric.
meat sticks a little slower.
Eric, I'm talking to my friend Eric here, not Eric the host. No is an option.
Apparently I don't
you
know.
are allowed. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Saying no is an option.
Oh,
It is.
goodness.
It is. I actually did that because I
I'm
saw
just-
where that was
I'm
going.
for the bit, man. I'm for the bit.
I'm for the bit too.
I'm
but
not.
there's a
I
bit
just want to
line.
clarify. I'm not talking to Eric the host because I appreciate the commitment. Eric
Circle
the
K is going to probably
Eric-
love that.
Eric the friend.
It was good.
No
like,
is
it
an
was
option.
good. It was good. Like, it
I don't know
was
if we
good.
send that to them. Okay, let's talk about OGs because
You need a breather. Hey, Eric, way.
yeah,
Ruby way, that way.
I'm good. I'm good. Do the
Take-
OGs for me.
Yeah.
Ruby Way's backed up.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. Watch out. Hey, Dieffenbach Street. Maybe.
Okay. Oh, geez, that's what this feels like right now. You know what's great is OGs in like the pool, dude. I used to
Just float.
when I used to go to California when we got legalized there originally, before it was like the first state, one of the first states, that in Washington. Dude, smoking a doobie, smoking a doink, and then just floating in the ocean.
Just floating.
One time,
I don't know if I could do that.
One time, yeah, I think
Floating in the ocean?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
One time I did that. The first time I did that, and now I pause every time I'm about to do it. My backpack got stolen while we were floating in the ocean. So, yeah, enjoy OGs responsibly. OGs is fantastic, and if smoking a big old doink isn't for you, well, OGs has
Keep it PG, please.
what? Smoking a doink is
No,
like
you're right. You're right.
that's
You're
not-
right. You're right. It's not crazy. You're good, dude. I'm here with you. Let's go. We're riding.
These
Dieffenbach Street.
people.
On it.
Yeah, OG's best scratch made gummy out there. Fantastic. You know about them. They taste like candy. They'll get you feeling silly. It's great. To learn more about OG's gummies and where you can find them, head over to ogsbrands.com. You got to be 21 years or older to enjoy responsibly, though.
Guys, normally we do snake drafts on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But it's Thursday and we're going to do a snake draft because it's summertime and we get to do snake drafts. We get to. We don't have to do snake drafts. We get to.
of course.
Erik Ruby.
You have to listen to them.
Erik Ruby, congratulations
Oh, yeah.
on your,
Big W.
big dub in your first outing.
Thank you.
I
mean,
mean, there's going to be an investigation into Eric bots, though.
you think Eric
And
bots?
Rubots.
Rubots.
Yep.
Those are
Sure.
terrifying. Do
Bring-
they all
bring-
have
bring
big
'em on.
hats?
Bring
No,
'em
it's
on.
actually just big hats.
Investigative journalist,
Yeah.
PI, whatever you want, man.
That's
Whatever makes you sleep at night
That's
for
tough.
for not winning. It's okay.
So Eric came in first,
He
which
did.
means he gets to pick where he would like to draft for this one. And then Shane, you get a pick out
Yep.
of the remaining
Yep,
two
yep,
spots, and then I get stuck with whatever I get stuck with
Yep.
because I came in last. It is what it is. we're going to be drafting things you look forward to.
Yeah, after the NFL schedule released yesterday, we thought of like, what are the best things to look forward to? NFL season's a really good one, but there are a lot of things to look forward to. Could be a day, could be an activity, could be food, drink, anything. So drafting things you look forward to. Eric, do you want first or third?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with first, and maybe this is this time until I lose with it.
So you think that there's a number one option here?
Actually, I was debating that in my head. I think there's a couple that could go.
Okay.
There's one in my head that sticks there, but there's a couple that I would be happy with. I'm gonna roll with the number one pick because it worked for me last time.
So
and we'll
1,
go from
3,
there.
2?
Yep.
Or I guess 1, 2, 3?
That's how it usually goes. Yeah, that's how it usually goes.
Sometimes it takes me a while,
that's
guys.
fine.
All right,
Erik Ruby
You are.
on the clock. That was nice.
that was really cute, guys.
Shut up, loser.
I look forward to this thing every single day. Every single day.
Okay, I like it. I get where you're going with this.
Going home.
Going
Oh,
home.
Wow.
I get to go home. See my family. See my pets.
Wow.
Okay.
Kick my feet up.
That says a lot about us.
No,
Yeah.
I love my.
I
listen to
don't
me.
want to
Here's the
leave
thing.
here.
I love my
hate
job.
my house.
I love my job. I love the people I work with.
Going home.
But I love being home with my family.
That's a good pick.
And I get to do it every day. I get to look forward to going home every day.
Good for you. That's a solid pick.
That's my number one pick. That's what's
Solid
on my
pick.
heart.
I'm gonna go to the weekend. I look forward to the weekend.
no,
Yeah, that's really good.
That was one that I was considering as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a staple. Everybody looks forward to the weekend.
Yes.
Right? Except, I guess, for people that work on the weekend.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't. I don't know.
That's
Their
good.
own personal weekend.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I worked in baseball for 10 years. I don't know what
You're
a
like,
weekend is. I don't know what a
didn't
weekend
really
is.
look forward to the weekend. What do you guys, Shano?
Post-work drink. Like a
Post-work drink.
Mm,
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, refreshing brew.
Yeah.
Maybe at a Legal Pete's, a little patio beer.
Yeah.
I feel
Nice.
that. I feel
Little
that.
PB, little patio beer. This is tough.
Yeah, where do you go from? I gotta pull this away. And can we hide the chat when we get a chance
Yeah,
too?
yeah,
Just
yeah.
because I don't want there to be any. I gotta pull up the big board here.
All right. I don't know how I'm gonna say this because I don't want you guys to get mad at me. But like my next meal,
My next meal.
food.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, no,
just-
that's a good.
can I
That's a
just
fine
do
pick.
food?
You could look. I would do my. You look forward to food.
Next, just put next meal.
Yeah, next meal. I feel like is
Yeah.
better than.
Because I
Just,
was gonna say breakfast, but that's just like the.
I feel you though.
It's
I
just
feel
like the
you
chubby
though.
child in me. Like,
No,
I go to
feel you.
sleep like I'm gonna smack these eggs.
But you
dude.
like breakfast food?
Do I like
hey,
breakfast
hey.
food?
Hey,
Well, you-
good stuff, dude.
You can't dab me up
whoa!
You can't dab me up because you rarely eat breakfast.
No, but we know.
But when you eat breakfast,
He eats
you
15
love it.
waffles.
So why don't you eat breakfast more? Eat breakfast more. We gotta get going, by the way.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
We gotta start
Okay,
cruising.
so Totri's up.
I'm up now. I mean, give me football season.
'Kay.
I look forward to football season.
Okay.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Eric, where are you going?
I'm gonna have a bad look for mine, but vacation. I'm not getting the best
Damn.
look right now, but
Send this to Saul.
I'm also
right
trying.
now.
I'm also trying to think of like what do most people look forward to,
Yeah.
right? Vacation. You always look forward to vacation.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm gonna have to pick something not slacking off related for my third.
Yeah, you are really hating like work centric.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I don't hate work, but
My
I just
next pick, the grind.
Work. I look forward to work.
Oh man. Now I'm just thinking of things that are not work related. I'm gonna say the NBA playoffs. I
Okay.
love
The NBA playoffs. Okay.
Love me. The
Yeah, I mean, the NBA playoffs are fire.
Love them.
We think the NBA playoffs best playoffs of
No,
of-
the NHL. It's not.
I mean,
close.
NHL is really, really good. I agree with you on that. That is really solid. NBA playoffs are a lot of fun though.
Yeah, I love them.
I'm gonna go with morning coffee.
That's good.
Look forward to morning
That's
coffee.
good. I'm getting smoked. I think I'm done already. I think
You think?
I think I'm already.
No,
toast.
you got two good picks.
Yeah, but I think I'm already toast. Speaking of toast, I'm just kidding.
Toast with or without butter.
Let's see. It's tough because you guys picked the like more broad options. I was gonna go with like
Honey bun.
no like night games. Like you're looking forward to like Monday Night Football.
I mean, you could say that.
Forward to
You're allowed to say that.
Monday
Yeah, you're allowed to
night.
say Monday Night Football.
Yeah, you're allowed to say that.
I'll say Monday Night Football.
I mean,
Alright.
that's a solid pick.
It's a good pick.
That's a really solid pick.
And on the way back, man, summer.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Summer's a solid one. It is, especially
Summer rips.
especially when you're in school.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything more that you look forward to
Dude,
than summertime.
I had to delete something off my calendar yesterday that was just school's out. I'm like, I can't really enjoy that.
Can't enjoy that anymore.
All right, never mind. I can't go on a tangent. We gotta go.
Give me bedtime.
Ooh.
I look forward to bedtime. Pretty heavy, to be honest with you.
I don't because I'm grinding, but
Then draft the grind, Shane.
Oh, man.
I really should. I really
I
should.
kind of want to take it from you just for fun.
You can't have the grind when you have
Yeah,
going
no,
home
yours
and
doesn't
vacation.
fit. Yours
I
doesn't
can
fit.
like all of them. I'm a complicated man. Going home, vacation, NBA playoffs.
These are your last two picks.
These are my last two picks. Let's go dessert.
Looking forward to dessert. Okay.
That's fair.
And
You got this, Eric.
Oh, man.
I believe in you.
man, shoot.
Man, shoot.
And I'm the one on the clock right now too. Like as far as got to do something.
That's a great observation.
That is a great observation.
He's got to go home.
I gotta go to vacation. Man, things to look forward to. Seeing your friends.
Okay.
Seeing your friends.
All right, get out of here.
All right. Peace.
Okay.
Go Devils in peace.
Let's see. I am gonna go with this is my last pick here.
Yeah.
I've got a couple different options here that I want to go with. I am gonna for my last pick. I am gonna go ahead and draft your food being served at a restaurant. When you've
good.
ordered it,
That's
you've
good.
waited, it eventually gets there. You want to look at?
You got a whole list.
I got a whole board here, bud.
That's awesome. I just let it rip.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's
I mean,
fair.
You do need a win.
Yeah, I need a win.
Yeah.
I need a win. So I went to work.
Let's
today.
see. So I have two options here. I can lean into the bet
Draft the
and
grind.
draft the grind because that is so funny. Or I could draft holidays, which I think is a steal.
It is. I mean, it is a steal. It is a steal.
I
want
to win. I'm going to draft holidays.
Okay.
Honorable mention the grind.
Honorable mention the grind. A couple other honorable mentions that I have. The weather getting cooler.
Okay.
A new season of your favorite show.
Oh shit!
I
just thought of something.
What?
Most of our fans are Arizona based, and so they're like, "Why would you look forward to summer?"
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I have retirement also on here. Your sports team being good again.
Okay.
Your package being delivered. Water on a hot day. New music by your favorite artist, and not being single anymore. All of
you make me sad.
all
sometimes.
of those on the list.
You make me sad sometimes.
Guys, this is going to be posted on social media pretty soon. So definitely be on the lookout for that at PHNX _Sun Devils. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button.
We can go ahead and rip the list before.
Yeah, this is what we got. So Eric drafted going home, vacation, NBA playoffs, dessert, and seeing friends. Shane drafted post-work drink, next meal, Monday Night Football, summer and holidays.
Okay, I think, you know what? After further review, I'm going to win.
I think you've got a good list.
I think I'm going to win.
I think Eric comes in last year. I drafted the weekend, football season, morning coffee, bedtime, and food being served.
It would be unfair for me to not make fun of him because of how much I make fun of you. He's a very normie list. And
he does?
Normie shit usually wins.
I don't like his list a whole lot, though.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's maybe too basic. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, It is what it is, I guess. So definitely be on the lookout on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. That's where you're going to be able to vote. In the meantime, guys, we will be live on Friday.
No, we won't.
At 2 p.m. Yeah, we will.
No, the show's been canceled.
No,
actually.
Friday, 2 p.m. Be there, be square. Give the show a follow at PHNX _Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony _Totri. You can follow the guy who left in the big hat at Erik Ruby. That is Eric with a K. You can follow DJ Danielle at Abrica Danielle across social media. You can follow this guy with the backwards hat, just loving the grind. You can follow him at Shane Deef.
You took my thing.
I know I did.
Fuck, now I have to scramble. Exploring other options, wanting to go out of state as always.
We'll see you guys Friday. In the meantime, go Devils and peace.
We all silly like the mayor.